So Harry had an interview with a guy at the end, one of the most unbiased interviews, and it's literally breaking the internet. He spoke about so many things. He opened up about so many things. And of course, it's pissed off a lot of people, especially these experts, the royalists, and I can go on and on. They are pissed. You know why? Because Harry only says truth. He's like, I am okay. I have no regrets. My conscience is clear. Literally, this man is okay. And the fact that he said, I am so happy in my life right now. I'm content with my life. They are pissed. Remember, these people are the ones who constantly say Harry is miserable, that he wants to go back to the UK, that he does not love Meghan, or they're going to divorce. And then for him to say that I'm happy and I'm content with my life, and honestly, my conscience is clear, that's next level. He did such an amazing interview. That's a good read. If you've not read it, kindly go read. If you haven't, you could also check out my video that I did yesterday on the entire interview. And I'm telling you, I love when Harry makes interviews. Like, he's so unapologetically himself. And people cannot stand that. So there's already the segments out there talking about the interviews and everything. And again, they still want Harry back in the UK, given his successful UK visit triumph. They want him back in the UK. And the funny thing is, they've taken parts of this interview to somehow again gaslight people into believing that Harry is going back to the UK. And you're like, wait, what? To visit? Yeah, but who said he's going to be there forever? Anyway, guys, have a look at this clip.
Bridget, would you like to see Prince Harry back in Britain? Maybe you've loved him all along and you think this is where he lives. You'd love to see him back. Do get your calls in on that one right now. The Duke of Sussex was in the UK for 4 days last week when he undertook several engagements with causes very close to his heart. He said, I have always loved the UK and that he'd like to spend more time here and bring his young children over from America. Harry, as I'm sure you know, is with his wife Meghan in California, and his children haven't seen their grandfather the King since 2022. So would you like to see Prince Harry in the UK much more often? Do you think it's exactly what the royal family needs, or do you think it's always a giant distraction? I'm going to start with you, Dom, because it's your first time here. What do you think?
Well, I got the audiobook of Spare. I listened to it. It's very, very interesting, and I'm a massive Prince Harry fan. However, I think if he wants to come back to the UK, I think he's nuttier than a squirrel's poo.
Why?
Because I don't think what he's done is escaped that establishment, and we've all seen what that's done to him. It's destroyed his mother, it's destroyed his life, it's almost destroyed his relationship with his wife, and I think he was really brave to get out of Dodge, go and make a new life for himself, and have probably a much better, much happier life than what he's going to have being back in the establishment. I love the fact he's trying to make amends with King Charles. I think that's very admirable. I slightly wonder, is there something in the background with the King that maybe Harry's now starting to worry about, the King's health, because there's obviously, there's all the stories about his cancer and things. And if he wants to come back, I would welcome it. I love Harry. I think he's a great, great character. But I think what he's got now is a million times better than what he's going to get back here. I admire him for what he did, to get away from it, start bringing his family up. And he's had time to reflect. He's going to come back now, hopefully make things well with his dad, and the family, and let things build up slowly. But I really admire Prince Harry.
I think the interesting thing about all of this is obviously we don't really know, do we? Most of us just don't know him, but we project every single thing about ourselves onto him, and Dom sees someone he adores, and some of our callers can't bear the very thought of him coming back, but we don't really know him, do we? We feel as if we do. It's really strange. Let's go to Veronica in Bedfordshire. Hello, Veronica. What do you think?
Yes, I think he should come back. I agree. The economy is very bad, and just think of him coming back. The economy would pick up. A lot of people would love him, regardless of what happened. Everybody make mistakes in life, and we have to learn by our mistake. Mm-hmm. And I think he will learn, and I'm sure he's not going to have sleepless nights if he come back here, because everybody will be looking out for him.
I like the idea that you think that Prince Harry would give the economy what it really, really needs. I wonder if that's the case, we need Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer on bended knee begging him to come back, don't we, to give the economy a boost. So when you say the economy, do you mean that more tourists would come to see him? Is that what you mean? How would he?
Of course, because he's coming back, and because it's not everyone is against him. So the few that is against him, they will just have to sit back and watch him.
I so love Dom for saying it as it is. I really love that man. You just know he's never going to be invited back for speaking the truth, because one thing with this These other disgusting people like Vanessa Bells, they never ever want to hear the truth. They hate when anyone says the truth. It's like it falls on deaf ears. It's like, oh no. Because remember, they've spent their entire lives hating on Harry. So they expect everyone to hate on Harry. They expect the way they've smeared Harry, the way they've incited hatred, that everyone is going to hate on Harry. And then no, the people who generally just can see can see Harry for who he is, applaud Harry for everything he's done, for speaking his truth, for protecting his family. And that is amazing. And it always amazes me, the people who've never met Harry, who don't know Harry, claim that everything he said, his own experience, that is not his, that he is lying. And you wonder, are you the one who lived with Harry? You don't even know him and you claim that that is not his experience? He already told us everything in spare. Everything you need to know about Harry, he said it in spare. And I love how he's so not unapologetic about that, because the people who keep crucifying him for that, saying you aired dirty laundry, you aired your family secrets, and you're like, you had Charles who did an interview, like a book back then. How is it that he's not getting the heat for that? But Harry just speaking up and literally debunking the lies that the media had put out for years is somehow wrong. That's something that should be frowned upon. Come on now. And honestly, this caller Veronica has left the internet in stitches, saying Harry needs to come back because the economy is in crisis. With Harry, the economy is going to be better. And I agree. Harry was there for 4 days and everyone, the UK media, everyone was like, Harry. And I think in light of the successful UK visit, they just, now more than ever, they so badly want him back. We know they've always wanted him back, but I think after seeing the visit and how successful it was and how the public just is still as madly in love with him as ever, people just want him back. And honestly, I cannot blame Veronica. She knows what she's saying. Harry, come back. We need you to save the economy. Also, you have those who say, Harry, come back. We need you to save the monarchy. Bring Meghan, bring Archie, bring Lilibet. Please come back. One thing I love that Dom said, he said, I've listened to the audio of it. That is fair. He escaped that establishment. It destroyed his mother. It destroyed his life. He's been really brave to go and make a new life for himself and have a much happier life than what he'd have in the establishment. If he wants to come back, I'd welcome him. I love Harry, but what he's got now is 1,000,000,000 times better than what he's gonna get here. Thank you, Dom. Thank you. I don't know why these disgusting clowns cannot understand that. They think that Harry is just going to drop everything. He's worked so hard building, just run back to this toxic royal institution. The man who's just said he's lovey and content, he loves and is content with his life. They think he's just going to drop everything and come running back. It's like, oh yeah, I'm back. You guys want me back? I am back. Let me save your economy. What do you want me? Let me be my brother's scapegoat. Oh, let me allow you to continue harassing and abusing my wife. That's literally what they think. So Harry is amazing. He's doing amazing and they're succeeding. Another thing is they hate that they had predicted Harry will fail. Harry and Meghan will fail. That Harry will come back with a tail between his legs begging Charles for money. And then when he goes back, actually he's donating money out of his pockets. And it's like a lot of money, like $1.5 million, like 1.1 million pounds. And you want to tell me that man is broke? And then he adds an extra 500,000 to help kids, in Gaza, the war and Ukraine. And that man is broke. Mind you, he's not taxpayer funded. That is his own hard-earned money. So they hate that the prediction they had that this man is going to fail is not happening, that he continues to thrive. So they want him back. It's like, how dare you go outside and prove us wrong? Come back. We want you to help William, be William's wingman. Translation to, hey, Harry, we want you to work so hard. Well, William takes credit. Basically, that's what they're saying. So they, especially this week, they've been on a roll where they just want Harry back in the UK. They just desperately want Harry back in the UK. And you want to say, what? What? They want him back after everything they put him through? Like, oh, that's right, Dom. I don't think Harry is going to leave everything. The family he's worked so hard to build. Like, they have privacy. They have, amazing love. They are protected in an amazing community. They have peace. I don't think that man is going to just leave everything and just run back just because people want him to, or these people are, they want that. I don't think that's going to happen. Plus, what he has there is amazing, is beautiful, like Dom said, compared to what the toxic royal institution is going to offer him. There's no way this man is going to leave that. And the way they've been twisting this interview, where Harry said he would love to visit more, all of a sudden it's like, oh, Harry wants to come back. Harry wants to come back. Come on. Harry just wants to visit the UK more because he loves, the UK. He loves the people. And he has such a big heart, given how everything is going through, and he still has love for people. It's okay. He's always said he loves the people. He just hates the press. I get that. So they are so desperate, doing polls, literally everything, asking people, Harry, come back, Harry, come back. And you're like, oh no. Stick with bullying. You guys made your bed, you might as well lie in it. Anyway, guys, here are some of the comments in relation to that discussion. You had Cathy says, I don't understand why people say he's made a mistake and she'll be forgiven. Harry wrote about lived experience. It all played out in the media. Tandy says, Lord, Veronica is gonna kill me today. I know. Alaska replies, Veronica made me spit my D out. Can't stop laughing every time I listen to her. Thriller says, coming back to visit didn't mean he's going to be half in and half out. Am I missing something? SK says, I'm absolutely hauling at Veronica. Caller from Hertfordshire on Channel 5. She wants Prince Harry to come back to the UK because she believes the country's economy will pick up when Harry is back in the UK. Arola says, and she's right. Absolutely, Veronica is right. That's why they need Harry back. Glow says, Prince Harry would be nutty to come back to the UK to stay. Then Dom also said, listen to the audio of it where he escaped the establishment. It destroyed his mother. It destroyed his life. He's been really brave to go and make a new life for himself and have a much happier life than what he'd have in the establishment. So if he wants to come back, I'd welcome him. I love Harry, but what he's got now is 1 billion times better than what he's gonna get here. And then you have Sari says, to visit, yes. To live here, to live there, vehemently, no. Albina says, been waiting for someone on one of these hate huddles to say justice. What the F would he give up? Almost idyllic life to come prop up the dying institution up. Kaki says, Dom won't be invited again. Too much truth telling. Very true. Anna says, at last someone talking sense. Thank you, Dom. Miss says, everyone deserves to have peace in their lives. The British media, along with certain factions of the royal family, have made it very clear Harry and his family will never be allowed to have any kind of peace in the UK. Harry and his family are better off staying exactly where they are. And he says, gosh, I was glad the gentleman took over. My eyes were locked on the neck. Bother. Dom, I love you for this. And then, the lady says, oh, he told the truth. I love it. Breslin says, they're arguing on a made-up point. Prince Harry so far has not said anything about wanting to come back in the way they are assuming. Absolutely. Diane says, these folks don't love Harry because there's no way you love someone and insult his wife or mother of his children. If that's their concept of love, I would hate to see what their hate looks like. Just says, oh, sorry, that's a different one. That's a different one. So guys, let me know what you think about this entire segment. Let me know what you think about the Veronica the caller, because she's cracking people up on the internet. And yeah, remember to hit that subscribe button. I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying with me. I love you. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.